Hello, SpeedGaming 2. It's us again, the Super Metroid Map Rando Community Weekly Race. And we're about to get started in just a moment, but we can do some introductions, since that is part of every race. I am Aussie101, and then with me is the Divine, who will take over introductions.
Hello, SpeedGaming 2. I'd say I'm kind of new to the community. I've been here for 6 months or so. Did my first rando a couple of days ago. Great fun. Everybody should get to it. Even if you have no experience, it's a really fun time.
Sounds good. So we're into Season 4 settings. We've seen a couple of these on the restream. The biggest change is going to be those revealed saves. Anyway, I started the race, so we're just going to wait for the countdown, wait for the stream to catch up. And then we'll follow Lunix and Techno Waffle's happy adventures through the seed. You want to talk about the rest of Season 4 settings?
Oh gosh, rest of Season 4 settings. We have revealed maps, revealed saves. What else is new? Is there really anything much that's new? We have a much larger map pool now.
Yeah, the map pool is like 200,000 maps.
Compared to, I think it was like 10 to 50,000 before.
Yeah, it was about, I think it was 20,000 before.
Yeah.
They just had so much time over the previous tournament that they're like generating maps the entire time.
16 seconds.
Hold on, are we going through Metroids already? That's out of logic.
Whoa, heyo. You need ice or space for that.
Or the screw attack. That was directly to the left.
Yep, that works too. But I think space only helps for Metroids 3.
I know you need a movement item for getting through Metroids 1. Does space really help for 3?
It's 1 or 3 that it's because it's for the second Metroid on the right, I believe.
Okay. But you can see how much easier it is with screw attack to get past the Metroids.
Yeah.
That is the logic. We're following the logic. This early in the game, that's all you can do. And so the early games can be very samey on both sides, but it's still whoever can do the right thing faster is going to take an early lead, and that tends to carry through a lot of the seed.
Wow, very right off the bat. So what's that mean for this seed that it's likely to look at, right? So hell runs aren't really going to be much of an issue anymore. So we're probably going to be looking for water now, some water movement.
Yeah, in terms of finishing the seed, we want water movement. I'd still say we're the very early game.
Yeah.
So, like, the players are going to be looking for those heated rooms. We can do them no problem, but the next progression item is going to be through some heat. Otherwise, it would have just given you E-tanks to advance. Like the power bomb locked map here in Red Tower. And that could be the Fantoon map, so something to think about later. Lunix heading down, that'd be scary. Maybe a little dangerous. Without a way back up. Brinstar with this possible map.
A slight regression. It is Metroid 1 that you need the space for because of that second jump coming from the right, or else you fall in the lava.
Techno Waffle found Aqueduct, but that would not be in logic speed booster because you wouldn't have a way back up to the door that they entered from. Aqueduct has very important logic to know about, and Speed Booster is actually like gonna be what puts Aqueduct in logic.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Linux sees the super missiles and is gonna look for a way to get them, but not through Batoon. That is an impossible task. And so far, it looks to be the only way that does connect to the supers.
Mm-hmm.
So that could come up later if we were into charge, and that'd be cool. For now, they're mostly sticking together. They have a little bit different information. Like,
Yeah.
Technowaffle's gonna know exactly where to take the speed booster.
Yeah.
And I don't know that Linux has seen Aqueduct yet. Because speed would also let you get up from Red Tower, the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still choices. Four minutes in, no ammo. And we're getting some interesting majors. So it could still be an interesting seed. No morph yet, no ammo.
Where was Aqueduct?
I'm not sure.
No.
It may have been bottom of Criteria Key Hunters here. That would make a lot of sense. It was next to the... Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, okay.
I remember the Brinstar map being there. So they are very in sync. One transition apart. And one of the first things you'll learn about map rando in hard logic is speed booster and aqueduct interaction. And that's going to be the fact that you can just run into this water room from a dry room and still build up that shine spark and be able to reach the two items.
One of the very first interactions I had with Speed Booster in my seed was Main Street.
That's how you spell space jump. SP.
Oh, we find Mini Crate and they're waking up the planet early.
So that's not too important right now with these items. Just an interesting decision to continue to the right when we have seen Big Pink.
I would think that the runners would try and find at least some ammo before going into Big Pink, considering all the connections.
Lunix, oh no. Getting snailed.
Gary having his revenge.
Gary just an actual wall. Keeping the race close. Oh, they're saving before the miners.
It saves right on top of each other too. That's, you don't see that often.
Next saves. You're not going to get saves connected to the same hub room anymore. That's been algorithmed out of the map generation process. But if you do a little loop, you can get to the other save.
So now we have to find some of our ammo. We're looking for some explosive to get that last item in Big Pink.
Not very common to see the below Batoon sand area underneath Aqueduct. And we can see from Aqueduct that there's going to be one sand pit and one not sand pit. That's good information for later.
Yeah. Yeah, not immediate. For sure. We could get some wonky. You have I forget what those tiny little ones are with the elephant things in them. You could get one or two of those before the sand pit, maybe.
So we got supers and space jump. I think the supers are logically the same step as space jump, even though you can get them before speed booster. Because you can't get back with the supers until you have that speed. And so it's not actually considered logically acquired until that point.
Is snail climb not hard?
No, snail climb is very hard. Unless you have high jump and spring ball.
Noted.
So they're not necessarily trying to follow Space Jump here. It's
Yeah.
almost more likely to follow supers and missiles.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have Fireflies here.
Yeah, this with Space Jump and Screw. It's a pretty good step right there.
8.5 minutes in, no maps yet.
And
Maps are the most important part of Map Rando.
mm-hmm.
You can continue through East Ocean. It's just an extreme level trick. So Linux is not going to do that.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Techno Waffle giving us one of the more annoying strats that
Oh
is in
yeah,
hard.
we still don't have Morph. Yeah, because without Morph, this makes it a lot harder.
It does get the right pixel. Pixel perfect trick. Logically, you wait for a snail, but then there's a fast strat using Morph where you can align yourself to jump right up. Oh, it's caution tape. What are we running into?
Poppers.
Yeah, space jump, screw attack, Varia. It's pretty much protection from everything.
Yep.
And then the jump into Everest is not in logic. That's also a very hard level jump, even though you can make it up and check the bottom right door. Linux just has better places to be. Unfortunately, with the map being power bomb locked, we don't have more 4 power bombs. They're gonna have to blind explore everything.
Yeah. Awful getting all the information that we've already seen from Linux. He's gonna get the bad news here. Head right on back.
Linux cannot continue into Everest.
Yeah, because you're not gonna jump out of there. Plethora of places to go, but which path is the right direction right now is the true question.
I was wondering how much I'd want to scout the Cathedral X that Linux just ran past. Because if it's power bombs, then you want to immediately turn around for it. If it's supers, you'd just probably want it later. Oh, we get progression here.
Morph!
Morph and more supers. Excellent.
Not sure on the leeway with Botwoon, but Botwoon is doable with 10 supers. I think you probably need 15 for hard.
It's always hard to tell. Logic is kind of tight. I think we tweaked the numbers on that. Kyle, who's one of the devs, made a plando for what is logically expected in hard logic. And it was something like 60 missile Batoon, maybe 75 missile Batoon.
What? That's interesting. We found PBs now, okay. So I'm expecting a expiration back to Big Pink here.
Yeah, on the way back from Morph, you're always going to check that extra X. If it's supers, it's good. If it's power bombs, even better. And we've kind of seen enough dead ends, such as Everest, that it makes sense to do the power bomb lock checks. So we definitely do the morph checks.
One of the more interesting bugs in Super Metroid there is because the planet was awake, but we didn't have power bombs, we lost music there until the power bombs were seen again.
Familiar with that bug. It's our first map.
Let's see, Norfair, a couple of X's.
Yeah, That's kind of it. Was looking for the bosses and the majors, but didn't see any of those. Oh yeah.
Most of those X's were out of the way.
I am the tracker. At this point, we're out of the early game. They both have all the ammos, morph a suit, so they're free to explore pretty much wherever they want to go. And it looks to me like Lunix has a bit of a lead here, finding that morph earlier. Now also has the Brinstar map. And this would be where the seed could maybe branch out, depending on where each of them want to go. Lunix is hunting maps. Technowolf will be going to be heading for the Brinstar map first, since you know exactly where it is. And we'll decide after that.
For now, this is out of logic, although there are plenty of X's. Well, never mind. Sandhall.
That's a sandhall.
And where the heck does that connect to is the question.
If you were wondering about shine sparking through sandhall, that's at least very hard.
Is it now? Did it change? Or has it always been that way?
I mean, crossing through another water room in the middle.
Oh, okay, yeah. Above that is probably... No, I was gonna say it's Batu and E-Tank, but it can't be.
He's doing it.
Second for the map.
Down grab.
Oh, that's an unfortunate bonk. I'd say the information is definitely worth a second attempt here.
Does this lead directly to the map then?
No, it's like 3 rooms below, I believe.
Like if you can't get the map, then it's like really powerful. Because it's hard enough that not everyone in the race is going to do it.
Yeah. Let's see what Waffle decides here. Does he see the same thing? And oh, it is 1 above. Sorry.
Yeah, the alternative is going through Batoon, by the looks of it. And doing a bit of a loop.
Ooh, I think that's a little too low.
Yeah, it's...
Yep.
Like, there's still a chance that the down grab can make it.
Yeah.
But it looked even lower than the previous one. Really committing.
Yeah.
With this ammo, Batoon isn't like very safe to do at all. If you miss one super and then a handful of missiles, you have to reset.
You have a 4 missile leeway, essentially. There you go, that should make it across.
Yeah, this is top tile. Excellent.
We find Bubble Mountain.
Nice.
Which has a decent chance of being Batoon. Or not Batoon, Fantoon, sorry.
Nice ship.
Ship. That's also big knowledge.
My downside to the ship save is you can't keep the Bubble Mountain item if you're a root.
Yeah. It is not Fantoon.
Yeah, that's like 2 popular Fantoon spots in Red Tower and Bubble Mountain. He's not there. That also means 2 of our left maps are found.
Oh, there's Mother Brain.
Interesting acid Chozo location too. But I'm sure we can reach that from the other side.
Wow, there's nothing in Meridia though. So this is turning in favor of Waffle at this point. Not just because Lunix spent so much time looking, but also if he finds the map everywhere else, then the only other place that he has to go to is Mother Brain, which is going to be in the only zone he hasn't checked. But
yeah, Waffle already scouted Mother Brain, so he got the Got the important information. Doesn't know about the ship. But that is going to be a key difference, is if Waffle returns to Meridia for that map.
Yeah.
So Waffle is currently ahead, but there's a good chance that he'll want to go back and then give back all that time that Linux spent.
I feel like if you know that Mother Brain is in Meridia, you're likely to check pretty much almost every other zone before, because Meridia is going to be the place that you're going to finish. But
yeah, that's a very good point. So Waffle gets Spring Ball, which can get them the right sandpit left item, and he's also going to get the map. And we'll see if there's something there.
oh geez, hello.
No, it's an X. So we have Dragon. That's the BT room.
And Kraid. Kraid's there too.
And also Mickey Mouse has a major.
Worst room in the game.
Big info. You can do all of that, probably. Let's see, why not?
You're just routing through. How do you route through this though?
Yeah, I did spend a lot of time on the map.
I think I wouldn't attempt Dragon with what we have here. I think he might want to go down into criteria, so he's thinking about how to path into criteria here.
Yeah, so there's kind of 2 points following up on like the Mother Brain ending at Mother Brain. That'd be a reason not to do Dragon right now, because you're coming back up this way later.
Yeah.
And you can also see that Norfair connects to Torian and Criteria. And so you know where most of the regions in the game are.
At this point, yeah.
So there's not really much past Meridia that you'd want to go back for.
I'm expecting... I don't think he went to the right, but I would have expected a play from worst room in the game down into criteria here, peak where it was, maybe.
Yeah, because worst room has a major at the animals. I want to call it the animals, even though it's Bomb Chorizo until the end of the game. I don't know why I say that.
So, they're surprisingly kind of neck and neck, because Techno spent a good minute on that map, pausing.
Yeah, still thinking about it. Oh. This, like, doesn't connect to the BT room at all. So, it took a reset back.
Grapple.
I didn't realize how isolated that X-ray location is.
With Spring Ball, he now has access to Everest. Because of grapple as well, yeah.
Paul's heading over to get grapple at BT. And maybe they follow that into criteria. And then we also have grapple for the Dragon kill. Makes that so much easier. Maybe not everyone thinks of it as a great item, but it has like many real uses.
In multiple different logics as well, not just hard, all the way up.
Yeah, so many of the items just get more niche uses the harder you go up in difficulty.
Wreck ship shaft here. Lots of connections.
Oh, charge beam.
I'd say a decent pickup for now, because we know where, what, two bosses are right now?
Yeah, 2 in Mother Brain.
One of them we can kill without the use of charge, without needing it. We don't know where a lot of the majors are, so We do know where a bunch of X's are, which could help us, but Ridley is still missing, so...
Yeah, charge is... It's really good to get the earlier in the seed you are, because then you can like decide to skip things. Right now, we're late mid-game? Somewhere in the mid-game. Where we have most of the map revealed, but don't have any supporting beams, so charge itself isn't actual damage. Unless Lunix finds a beam right here.
Best beam in the game!
Our savior, Spazer.
Now, while our runners might not be happy to find that, I am extremely ecstatic about.
I'd be happy to find that. I don't think any of the runners in this position are not happy to see charge Spazer. Seriously speaking. Bantoon in his favorite spot, West Ocean.
I'm actually really surprised to see how low of ammo Waffle has right now. Even if you don't like missiles, you still need a lot to break Mother Brain.
They haven't been blinding locations that have items. That's all that's been happening. Even though we were blinding so much early on, I guess it was all still mostly just within Brinstar.
Fair enough.
But most of your ammo comes from like accidentally running into it. There's our first boss kill on the board, 25 minutes in. Not too uncommon, but still usually has a few kills by now.
So the only person we're missing right now is Ridley. We're also missing an E-Tank for Go mode, really. That's actually quite surprising that the only thing Lunix is missing right now is an E-Tank for Go mode. It's not the prettiest you've ever seen, but... Well, and a couple of missile packs, but...
Yeah. Ridley fight with this loadout still be pretty challenging. I don't know how Lunix would feel about it. I don't know how Technowaffle would feel about Charge Spazer Ridley. 2 more majors here. I think you get those. Comes with a free E-Tank.
I think there's a good chance one of these is at least a beam.
Yeah, one thing that's interesting is how low their water movement is. They just have that spring ball, but we've seen a number of the bad water rooms, and they haven't been in inconvenient places because we have the grapple for it. So as long as Ridley's in an okay place, you don't even need water movement items. We really are close to that Go mode. High jump you can do any room in the game. The beam would be best.
Neither of those are a beam. Wow, that's unfortunate. So what do we still have to explore? Turian, Wreckship.
Yeah, and those aren't close together. Yeah. Those aren't close choices.
I have a nagging feeling that on the other side of Everest is Ridley. Along with probably our other beams.
Well, if they're together, it's not that bad. Just get a beam and then kill Ridley with it.
With a speed booster here and grapple, Dragon can be taken out with like, what, 2 tanks? depending on how long
Yeah.
you wanna wait.
Yeah, you'd lose about half your health purely on grapple. So they can take care of Dragon, Kraid, no real trouble. So
I think the
expect
safe
to
play
get
would here
those.
would be to go down the green pirate shaft and just come back up and refill your health here.
I guess Techno would have seen the major while passing by.
Oh, they don't have gravity. They can't speed.
I'm gonna get morph bombs and high jump.
Nice jump.
See how cleanly Linux can do this quick kill. If you don't get the quick kill, you can't really ride to the top because every hit is going to do so much damage.
Yep. Ooh.
80 damage per hit.
Yeah.
A charged
However-
phaser shot is basically one missile.
However, to the left of this is the green pirate shaft, so with an E tank in it, so it'd be basically your free refill.
Good. Linux is through. The quick grapple kill, a very hard trick, but it just seems that everyone has gotten great at it. So Linux is through, and we'll see how Waffle does shortly.
Is it really a very hard trick?
I mean, it's just hard to do.
Is it because of like the health requirement, or because it's actually difficult?
It's probably very hard. I just meant it was difficult to do.
Oh, okay. I did it on my first playthrough, never playing the game, so I don't know.
Oh, wow. The quick kill.
Yeah. I mean, not after losing to Dragon a couple of different times, but...
Yeah, I think the quick grapple kill is in very hard, and then the slow grapple kill is in maybe medium. Either medium or hard, after taking a bunch of hits.
Ooh, much faster for Waffle here.
I just think of all the times on restreams where the runners are struggling to get the quick kill. But not anymore. It's so good. So Linux has the X-ray. Waffle knows about the X-ray. So Waffle's just trailing. And then Linux also has the Meridian map. Solid lead for Linux. Choosing to go to Torian. There is a actual decision here because you just have to pick right. It's not really more likely for Ridley to be in Torian or Wreck Ship.
This map's on the other side of the planet. Yes, Mothman. I did my first rando last week. It was basic normal, but I did it.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Waffle doesn't have Spring Ball. Did reset it. So, the race we have going on today is a 31-person race. It is the Super Metroid Map Rando Community Weekly race. It's part of Season 4. Your runners are Linux and Techno Waffle. You can give them a follow. Please give them a follow. They would appreciate it. They're both playing very well. Keeping pace with each other. Optional content?
I mean, yeah, not something I would entertain while going for that map.
You don't have to.
Quick kill on Crate for Waffle here.
I think Linux didn't kill Kraid, is that right?
I don't remember him.
Left it for later.
Yeah.
Linux's routing has been like
Ooh.
more efficient in that way. Unfortunately, he ran out of supers. Like was able to fall low, grapple into criteria, and then get X-ray on the way out. And it's also going to get the Kraid while going up to Wreck Ship and Meridia. Don't need to gate glitch. There's a gate facing the correct way, one room below.
Oof. Getting
Torian's a big time waste.
absolutely trolled with this map. Yeah, but I don't see either of the runners going all the way to Wreck Ship when Torian's on the way.
You need to look again then, because Techno Waffle is heading right there.
Oh, really?
Maybe for the Meridia map. So that could be what's happening. You go to Meridia map and it takes you to Wreck Ship, because now Wreck Ship is closer. And so we're actually getting like true divergence, and whoever's right is going to be a much better place. I haven't found any beams either. Just getting missile packs. So not
There hasn't
getting
just
anything for this.
hasn't been a lot of items this seed either.
There's your beams.
Oh,
What is that? A shortcut
connection
into Wreck Ship.
And a couple of majors there too. At this point,
Back on Waffle's side. This is Inexpert.
wow, okay. I mean, very well done. He's gonna get some good news and some bad news. It's not what he's looking for, but he also knows that it's not what he's looking for, which is also some good news.
See what kind of revert this is. Back in North Bear. It's really
Did I miss the
unfortunate for
plasma?
the race. Yeah, let me check the right item and it was plasma. And then the left item is ice. That was really Waffle's time to catch up.
Yeah.
Continue into Wreck Ship. Linux is in a bit of an awkward spot with the Kraid being alive and the Wreck Ship connection being here.
Yeah.
But now Waffle's back to just following Linux after taking that big time loss in the detour.
Mm-hmm. See what direction Linux decides to travel first.
Generally knows how the world connects. Like knows where the other end of Wreck Ship comes out. And like make a decision on how to route this. So far I decided to get ice and plasma, and that it was a pretty good call. Because just finishing on charged Spazer and 15 supers would still take multiple minutes of boss fight.
Yeah.
The Wreck Ship first, and the map is across the entire region.
More likely to stumble into Ridley than anything here. Although the maps haven't been all that large, so...
All the missing tiles are going to be here. The Meridia connection... I think it's Meridia, maybe Rinstar. The letter should show up on the Wreck Ship map. I haven't seen it yet. When you get a map for a connecting region, then it'll show up where that connects from the other side.
The more you know.
That is part of high quality of life. When that was first added, there were like 2 changes. One was the X's for ammo, and the other is letters showing up on other maps. So we know this is a right map because we've seen all the left maps. And there's Ridley.
3 of each. Wait. Did Lunix forget where Kraid was? Yes, he did.
Right now I'm forgetting where this other exit out of wreck ship is because I didn't see it.
Oh, there's only one entrance.
For sure, I saw it earlier.
That'd be why you didn't see the letter on the letter on the map, because there's only one way in.
Okay, the clues are coming together, building the full picture. Looks like Shack Tool, so he's taking the longer way. Looked like Lynx was heading towards the Crux Speedway to have a direct run, but it's blocked by Shack Tool.
The big man on campus himself.
So this wreck ship layout being the way it is, Lunix is going to have to exit back through Norfair and get that Kraid kill very route efficiently on the way to Mother Brain.
The beam we have right now is 750? So 40 shots
600.
here? 600? So 30 shots.
Yep. You can mentally swap them for supers. So 18 charge and then 12 supers. Techno just blinds Ridley by going directly up.
Oh, he almost did.
Thought about it.
The
Looked at the
time
door.
that would have saved.
Yeah. Trying to find the outs. Not looking so good for Techno Waffle here. Who was ahead in letter points. By how much?
If Techno had gone up there, I think he might have pulled back into the lead because Lunix still has to do Kraid.
It'd be really close. But Waffle's favored by 130 points.
Although, when you're that high up on the rankings, I mean, what is 130 points?
It could be the swing after this race.
Yeah.
Because it is a big lobby, 31 people, and in these big races, that's when the numbers change very drastically.
Speaking of numbers changing drastically, it looks like we'll have a new first place.
It'll be a familiar name at the top of the leaderboard. Who is currently ruled by me? In Kind of Nitro. This will be the final steps of the seed. Lunix on Kraid, same time Waffles on Ridley. And then after this, both of them just head back to the Mother Brain fight, which is very close to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that sub 50able? It's not too far.
Oh yeah, that's easy, sub 50. This is gonna be actually pretty close between the two. Well, maybe not. I'd say like a minute difference so far.
Yeah, from here, Waffle still has the Ridley fight, which takes a minute, and then has a longer trip through Norfair. You have to go through a little bit of Wreck Ship, a little bit of Torian, a little bit of Norfair to catch up to where Lunix was after the Kraid fight.
And Waffle's likely gonna have to take a look at the map here as well, so.
Take the right entrance into Meridia. The left one is Acid Choza. Both have identical equipment once I mark gravity. A lot of safeties, so not too much room for error from here. Oh. 4 tanks. Because Linux is not full. This is a down back skip.
Deciding not to reset the room.
Yeah, this is gonna cost energy. That could make things dangerous.
That is very dangerous.
This is increasingly dangerous.
Linux. Please.
Oh no. That's not a farm room to the side.
Yeah, after this. He's gonna have to tank here. Okay, yeah, he cannot get hit in the Mother Brain fight now, or else he has to reset.
Yeah. It's 30 energy to play with, and the hits are very deadly. That Rinka moved. Also, just losing a lot of time. Well, Techno Waffle is moving very quickly.
At this point, onion rings are going to do 20?
Yeah. It's 20 with 2 suits. But usually you get hit by multiple.
Yeah. Yeah, so Lunix is going to have to perfect this fight with 30 shots, or 25 really, 25 shots.
Strong beam, it doesn't instantly end the fight, you have to dodge. And when you make a fumble like that, nerves rise. You lose all your safety to missing Zeb skip.
How much does the bombs do at the bottom?
I think they do too much. I think it's 80, so 20? Okay, I don't know.
That's
true.
Mother Brain done. Very close race between the two, though. Which is strange, because I felt like Techno had the far superior movement this race here.
I felt Lunix had far superior route.
Yeah.
But 40 seconds is your escape timer. We're just running a few rooms to the right here. Taking the highway even. Get there in no time at all. You can still cheer for Techno Waffle's Mother Brain fight. Get another perfect fight. No mistakes.
Ooh. Okay, the bottom does 40. Or maybe you got hit with two of the explosions
doesn't
there.
do that much. We have a winner. of the restream, it is Lunix, the 4803? 4804 officially. GG. Triple sniped. Missing Zebskib. Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, losing 3 places, losing 3 places like that has to hurt.
Yeah. It's the Sponge Eddy and Tillamorph. Oh, Tekko and Waffle failing the escape. Went the wrong way.
Yikes.
As the runners finish up, they'll be auto-invited into the interview. We'll see if they want to discuss the race. We talk more, reflect on what happened, relink you to follow the runners. That's the thing that'll happen in this period of time.
Make sure to follow the runners. Getting trolled by the Steam. He finishes official race time of 49:45.
Yeah. Possibly sniped, but the gap looks a little bit too much. Spiffy.
No, yeah.
Yeah, Spiffy with an 8th at 49.19.
I don't think the wrong way was 26 seconds worth. GG's to both our runners, though.
So that is Linux 7th, Technowaffle 9th. Our winner overall was Nito, who used to be either 3rd or 4th, and is now going to be top of the leaderboard points after this big win. Second was Oats, 3rd Nitro. Linux and Technowaffle. Welcome, GG to both of you. Mic test.
Yep. GG's.
Okay, I think my PC almost blew up right there, right before into a voice call.
It sounded a little odd,
It
but
did.
you're okay now.
I was trying to join in my PC, but I think that was not a good idea.
Well, you're here now. Tell us how you feel. What you think.
I don't know what happened with my set skips.
Yeah. Very punishing missed Zeb skips.
Yeah, I think it cost me like 4th place.
Yeah, 3 places.
It also cost
But
all of your safety, so I don't know if it made the mother brain fight like more nervous.
oh yeah, I lost a ton of health. I really like to have at least 4 items for Mother Brain in my Rando.
They got through it, no problem. You got the win in the restream. That's what everyone sees.
Mm-hmm. So as far as the restream knows, you won.
Yeah, I feel I don't know if my routing at the start was good. I got the morph, I believe, pretty early. I was thinking about resetting at the start and trying to look in other places. But it worked out, I guess.
Your early game routing was faster overall. You got to morph and power bombs with a good lead over Technowaffle. And then a bigger difference was you spent the time in Meridia to get the map there, whereas Waffle came back later, took a whole trip out of North here, and lost quite a bit of time. but was able to save some of it with a reset.
Yeah, it's a very troll Mother Brain location.
Yeah.
The other side of the map, and I think I got the map out of logic. I don't think that's on logic.
Yeah, it was
But I,
not. Aussie was saying earlier that carrying a spark through a water room into the hall is very hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but it's at least
Or-
very hard.
Yeah, like at the very least, it wasn't hard logic.
I think it was a fun seed a little.
I felt it had a little bit of everything. So
For you, Waffle, how do you feel about your route?
I don't know, to be honest. Looking at the map now, I realized, as you would have seen, I realized at the end, oh, I can just spark through. And then I hit the platform, so I had to do the springboard jump anyway, but like, I don't know, I'm a bit annoyed I didn't see that because I had to go all the way back up for it, because I was hoping Ridley would be here. And then I
Yep.
forgot the ship was here, so on the escape, I started walking back to try and get to Rex ship, and I realized the timer was like 20 seconds left. I was like, wait, what? What's going on? And then I looked. I was like, oh, it's right there. But yeah, I mean, I felt like I had I felt like I played well at the start. Like finding Morph, I felt like I did all right. Like, yeah, I went a bit out of my way with Everest and going that way, and then I went to the right first. And then I went left and found Morph. I thought I was relatively quick with it, but apparently not.
So you definitely had the much better execution this game, but unfortunately his routing was just a bit better.
Yeah, because going down, that was X-ray, was it, in Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse, yes.
Yeah, so I had a thought, which was, oh, I'll go back up an X-ray climb into the green pirate shaft and then go for that. But I was like, no, I'll just revert. And I forgot I didn't have spring still, so I'm lucky I didn't come across anything I needed to use that for. But, going into C that way, and then finding Fantoon, and then getting all those mages, I was like, oh, well, I'm pretty set here. I'm going through it. But some of the map play, there was so many areas, and it's all shaped so strangely that none of it really clicked in my head. I didn't have like a good feel for the map, like at all this entire time. Like I had vague idea. Like I knew how to get from Big Pink back to Mother Brain. I knew that, and like that kind of path. But everything else, it's just like, yeah. When I was in Big Pink, and I see T here, and I've now got spring and high jump and all that, I'm like, oh, I know that I can do the springboard jump if Ridley is in Meridia with Mother Brain, then that saves a lot of time. I'll have to blind the ship probably, but that would save a lot of time, so I want to go do that instead. So I kill Kraid, I save, and then I go up, and then I kind of realize the spark thing. I'm like, oh, great, because I could have done that way earlier. Which is probably what other people did, I assume. It's annoying that it didn't come to mind at all earlier, but yeah, that decision to leave T, despite how close it is, it was a risk to, be more efficient if Ridley is there. Big time save from skipping out on 2 areas. But, in the end, we did have to go here, and then it took me a little while because I did the gate glitch in the crab room, and then the loop. I have to go back where I came from, and I didn't save in the Bryn shaft, so I had to go all the way back. And then it's just silly. really.
Yeah, from what we
And then I
saw,
thought-
once you start getting maps and like making your way down to criteria, the seed was a linear in what you could do or what you would want to do. And so we were kind of seeing you follow Linux for just a lot of the seed. Then, unfortunately, we already knew about Meridia, so we watched you take a time loss going back for that map.
Yeah.
But like map hunting, Linux had the same kind of difficulties.
He also went into that crab room, but failed the green gate glitch and had to go down below into the bubble chamber.
Is it
Croc
Croc
Escape?
Escape? I think with the
Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, that's true. I think I got also lucky at the end because I was so confused when I didn't see Great Wreck Ship. I thought Great and Ridley were going to be in Wreck Ship, but I didn't see Great was in Norfolk earlier. So I was just assuming it was in Wreck Ship.
You're just
not
being
seeing
smart
Kraid
about it.
gives you that gives you more reason to check more areas because you're missing an extra boss, which you weren't, but that does, factor into checking T. And because you already got Meridia early, or earlier than me, then yeah, in the end, I think just not realizing that Spark I could do. It's frustrating, but it's in the past. What can I do,
When we watched you super the top of Lava Farm Tunnel, we're like, Ridley's right there! And that would have made this
Yeah.
way closer.
Yeah, looking at it, I was like, I shot the door, I was like, but the map's way to the left. I think I should just go left instead.
Yeah.
And then, I get there, and as I'm in Green Hill Zone, I'm thinking, I've seen all the other mages. Gravity's got to be here. This is, how many items is Wreck Ship going to have? This is probably Gravity, and it was, but in the end, it didn't really help me out that much. I don't is it? No, high jump is in criteria, isn't it? So you you want to do that before T, which you probably will because of the mages and Dragon. But if you do, because there isn't really an easy way to get a spark up there for G4, and you can't underwater wall jump because you don't have high jump. You have spring, but that won't help without high jump, unfortunately. So I think
that's a good point.
Going here before committing back to like M, if you haven't already got the M map, is kind of just the smarter thing to do. But I think if I had a better sense of the world, because look at this, right? Meridia is so thinly stretched over the top of everything, and then it's kind of difficult to think where everything else is going to slot in.
Yeah.
So I couldn't figure out, where's Torion going to lead? Where's Wreck Ship going to be? Is it going to be off Torion? Is it going to be off Meridia? If it was more kind of compact and obvious, then that probably would have influenced my choice a bit more. But yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, I can point out that we were wrongly calling that we'd already seen Wreck Ship for like the entire cast. I think he was off of Meridia. They just found it at the end with Ridley. Don't worry about that. Thanks to both of you for coming on. Hope you enjoyed your race and your time here. If you have any shout outs, now would be a good time to shout them out.
You can go first on the next.
Yeah. Shout outs to Ozzy for commentating this and creating also this map Rando. It's really fun. Nothing else.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah, shout out to SpeedGaming and everyone on the Map Rando team, Divine for commentating, as well as Ossie. And for personal shout out, I don't know, I'm on Twitch, Technawful36. Don't really do much else, so if you want to see some awesome Map Rando losses, check me out, I guess. Yeah.
You can do your shoutouts, Divine, then I'll finish up because I forgot to talk about SpeedGaming Live in person Map Rando tournament all this time.
Follow the racers, follow Aussie, and make sure you watch more Randomizer.
Great. Yeah, thanks again to Lunix, Technowaffle, Divine for all being here, being part of this experience that is Super Metroid Map Rando Community Weekly Race, the restream on SpeedGaming 2. Thanks to SpeedGaming for letting us do this, show it off, grow the community by showing it off. You can play Map Rando at maprando.com. But also, there's a new Map Rando tournament coming up. That'll be at SpeedGaming Live 2025 in person. It's in, 2 weeks now? A little bit over 2 weeks. So it's an in-person event. If you're going to Herndon, Virginia, you can join the Map Rando tournament. Right now it has 3 signups. Oats, Andy, and Crescent. No Craze Gamer. So if you want to join with them, you can, and you're going, you can participate, or you can just watch here on the SpeedGaming network of channels. We'll bring you live coverage of the entire event across all the channels. This is it for us. I've been Aussie101. With me has been the Divine, and we're going to be done for today. Thank you all for watching, and see you next mission.